Okay, we are live here from South Bend, Notre Dame. Kirkwood is playing against the Sun County Panthers to kick off the Irish South Bend Cup. We get the privilege of skating on Notre Dame's varsity ice this morning. Early start at 6:40 a.m. and Kirkwood is already in the lead 1-0 on a goal by Harry Miller. The Panthers have controlled most of the possession, but Harry scored on a nice breakaway, and the Stars have the lead here. And here he goes again. He's got the puck going down. Can he get a shot? Great shot by Harry. Great save by the goalie. Harry leads this Stars team with 37 goals. He has powered the offense with a lot of support from the rest of the squad. This Sun County Panthers team is from Essex, Ontario. They are the next highest rated team in the group after Kirkwood, who has the highest ranking by My Hockey Rankings, although Kirkwood is the only A1 team in the group. The Sun County Panthers are actually a AAA team, although they are the equivalent of a 9U team here in America. They are U10, that's under 10. So these are 9-year-olds from Canada we're playing against, and the Stars are a team of 10 and 9-year-olds. Mostly 10-year-olds though for the Stars. We have 3 first-year squirts who are 9, and the rest of the roster is 10. So we've got AAA 9-year-olds versus A1 mostly 10-year-olds this morning. Robo's got the puck behind the net, looking for the wraparound, but he is denied. Pass out to Blake at the point. Block shot at the blue line, and he's away. Can Blake track him down? Nice defense by the Stars to shut that breakaway down. And the teams are changing. The Stars at least there. Panthers looking for another break out of their own zone, through the neutral zone, gain the blue line, but the defense is there. This is George Ambersley with his... Oh, what a pass from George. Got Charlie right in the crease, but couldn't get a stick on it. That is George, classic George there. He is a defenseman, but loves to get in on the offensive rush. He is one of the top goal scorers on this team because of that. Very dangerous weapon coming out of the defensive zone on those breakaways. Again, we have the Stars leading the Panthers 1-0 here in the first period. There's 6 minutes left on the first period clock. The possession has evened out here. Panthers dominated early with lots of pressure. Kirkwood scored the only goal of the game so far, Harry Miller on a breakaway. And that is how we are here, 1-0. Stars with the early lead. Dawe with the icing. So Dawe recently moved up to offense, switching positions with David Kukla, who moved back to take Chris's spot on the D line. It's been a pretty good change for the Stars. Both the players had to kind of figure out their new responsibilities in their first game, but they have settled into their new positions, and it's working out well for the Stars here. Liam Gale in front of the net gets it over the goalie for another Stars goal. Kirkwood leads 2-0 here in the first period. 5 minutes left. Liam got the puck in front of the crease. With his back to the goal, he hit a backhand shot and it bounced around up over the goalie into the net. Stars lead 2-0. Liam is the son of head coach Wes Gale. He is also one of the top points producers on this team. Second-year squirt. He is producing both in terms of goals and assists. One of the more experienced players on this team. Looks like we have Harry with the puck here in the offensive zone. Gets a shot towards net, turned aside by the goalie. Back out to the point. George has it, rips a shot. It's blocked. Nice steal by Robo. Can't get it to Harry in front of the net. Harry looking for who's open. That's Harrison in front of the net. He gets it to him. It's in the goal. Stars 3-0. Great play from Harry Miller to Harrison in front of the net. Harrison now has a 6-game goal streak. He is on fire for the Stars. He is one of our 3 first-year players and has really taken off here in the last month or so. Great play by Harry to get that puck on the boards, move it down below the red line, and get it to Harrison in front of the net. Who do we have here? That's Liam skating it out of the defensive zone for Kirkwood, gaining the blue line. No one's stopping him. He's going to rip a shot here, turned aside by the goalie. Liam's got it again, takes a shot, it's in the net! Stars lead 4-0. Liam Gale, his second goal of the game. He's on hat-trick watch now here in the first period. Stars lead 4-0 with 3:16 left in the period. Well, I tell you, this first 5 minutes of this game looked like it could be tough for Kirkwood. Panthers really dominated possession, but once Harry got that first goal, the floodgates have opened here for Kirkwood, who now lead 4-0 after the second goal from Liam Gale. Harry's got it. He's got some ice in front of him, skating it out through the neutral zone. Gains the blue line. Who's open? Wow, behind the back pass, but nobody's home. Blake rips it from the blue line. Past the net. Rebound chance. Panthers have it. Who is that? Nobody home. Goalie covers. Both teams getting a change here on the dead ice. 2:21 left in the first period. Stars lead 4-0. I don't know how much to trust the My Hockey rankings. This is my first year paying attention to them, but the Panthers did come in as Kirkwood's top-rated competition this weekend. This could be good signs for Kirkwood if this is what the rest of the field is like. Liam's got it again through the neutral zone. Great pass up to Harrison, but he can't reel it in. And it's called for icing there. Oh man, I guess Harrison didn't get a stick on that. Looked like a great chance for Kirkwood, but it will be coming back to their defensive zone. I have not looked at the tiebreaker scenarios for the standings here, but typically goal differential is a big deal in these tournaments. They only play 3 group games. There's 6 group teams in the group, and they will each play 3 games, so they will not face every team in the group. And then once you play your 3 group games, the top 4 teams are seeded into an elimination bracket. So standings are typically very tight after only 3 games, and goal differential very often plays a tiebreaker scenario. So getting out to a 4-0 lead here for Kirkwood, not only looking good for the win, but also great for their goal differential and tiebreakers. Looks like David has it out of the defensive zone, spins around, broken up at the blue line by the Panthers. George has it for the Kirkwood, looking to reload here, just gets onside. George has the offensive zone. Kuklo steps up, keeps it in. Liam looking for the hat trick, gets it off of the pad for the Panthers. That would be something to get a hat trick in the first period. Kirkwood leading 4-0 here as the final 30 seconds of the first period. They have really turned things around after a slow start, taking a 4-0 lead over their AAA opponents from Canada. Pass to Patrick Brady. Oh, here's a shot from the Panthers, turned aside. 2 seconds left in the period 1. And what a start for the Kirkwood Stars here in South Bend from the Notre Dame Fighting Irish's varsity ice. It's a beautiful stadium. Last time I was here to watch hockey in South Bend, I was a college student cheering on my Red Hawks. That was in their old stadium, and I must say this is quite an upgrade they have for the Irish here. Very nice stadium. I must say it is at least on par with the Goggin Ice Arena in Oxford, Ohio. What a privilege here for the Stars to be playing on the varsity ice. Early start, 6:40 a.m., but the Stars seem plenty awake, jumping out to a 4-0 lead. 2 goals by Liam Gale. We also had Harrison Shapiro with another goal, and Harry Miller opened the scoring for the Stars. He now leads Kirkwood scores with 38 goals on the season. Harrison extends his goal streak to 6 games, and Liam is now on hat trick watch. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. This is mostly a trial run for me. I am experimenting with the live streaming options in hopes of having a more sophisticated setup in Kansas City when there will be no live barn. That's next weekend in Kansas City for the Stars, but they've got lots of work to do here in South Bend, even with a 4-0 first period start. We're into the second now. Stars looking to keep their momentum. Looks like Charlie has it in the corner for the Stars. Picked up by Harry. Comes around looking for his wraparound attempt that he loves, and he gets it in on the second chance. Harry Miller sticking with it, and he is now on hat trick watch with Liam. Stars lead 5-0. Harry loves that wraparound. Was denied on his first attempt there, but stuck with it and poked it in. Stars lead 5-0 with 12 minutes left here in the second period. Harry now up to 39 goals on the season for the Stars. I don't know the official running clock rules at this tournament, but now with the 5-0 lead, which they have not yet put the 5 on the board, so we could be getting close to a running clock scenario here. 5-0 Stars lead the Sun County Panthers from Essex, Ontario. Oh, there you go. We got the 5 up on the board for the Stars. Typically, you see once it's a 5-goal lead, they stop putting the goals up on the board in a running clock. That might not happen until the third period, though. Right now, the clock is stopped. 5-0 Stars. I'm assuming if the scoreline holds into the third period, we will get a running clock at that point, and no more goals will go up on the board. You max out your goal differential at 5 per game, so you're not incentivized to run it up any more than 5, although getting those 5 goals and the 5-goal differential is, like I said, huge for tiebreaker scenarios with only 3 group games in a 6-group tournament, seeding that knockout bracket that'll happen on Monday. We got into South Bend last night, a little bit around dinner time. You know, the Fighting Irish are, of course, preparing their football team is preparing for the college football playoff championship game against Ohio State. I'm interested to see how much fanfare there is here around South Bend. I'm assuming the excitement will be at a fever pitch for a huge game. Great stop by Rory Murray in goal for the Stars. Hasn't seen a lot of action here after the first few minutes of the game, but a kick save and a beauty from the Stars netminder there. And Harrison, looking to get away, is taken down at center ice. Connor gets it out. The shot goes wide, and the Panthers have it in the corner. And they are looking to carry it out of their offensive zone. Gain the blue line. Shut down by the Stars defense. Looking for a long shot. Oh, high stick by the Panthers. Looking for that deflection. But it is, Clay continues here. No penalty. I think he was just noting that in case that was a deflection into the goal. As I was saying, driving up yesterday, getting into South Bend, it seemed a little dicey for Rory, the goalie, as we got a message a few hours into the drive that the Murrays had forgotten her goalie pads back in St. Louis. But it was Kevin Finlay to the rescue, had not left on his trip yet, was able to get the pads for the Murrays so they did not have to turn around. Rory's got her pads here this morning, and she is looking sharp, even though she hasn't faced many shots after the first few minutes of this game. Stars lead 5-0 here in the second period. Just under 10 minutes to go in the frame. Sun County Panthers came out looking like the better team, lots of possession, but Harry Miller broke the stalemate, and the floodgates have opened for the Kirkwood Stars since, and they are out to a flying 5-0 lead here in South Bend from the University of Notre Dame. We get the treat of being on their varsity ice this morning. You have to excuse my very amateur broadcast skills here. I am mostly a print journalist by trade, so the classic face for radio, voice for print applies very much here. but I am doing my best to practice in advance of the Kansas City tournament next weekend, where there will be no live barn available. I do have a stand for the phone, but it does not have a very good swivel on it. It's a great stand, but I think it functions more as a selfie stick than a stand for the purposes of following hockey, because you cannot swivel it back and forth. So I'm literally picking it off the ground and turning it manually to get these shots from end to end. I know it's probably not the best viewer experience, but we're doing the best we can here. I am much better with a keyboard than I am with a camera stand. Sun County Panthers have it in their defensive zone, looking to escape. They gain the neutral zone, now gain the blue line, going towards net. Who's open? Another high stick attempt for a deflection, but can't get it on the puck. And Bodie has it in front of the net, loses control though. It goes back into the corner. Sorry, I'm focusing on commentating and forgetting about the camera. Like I said, this is far from a professional look here. I'm very much learning on the fly with, it seems like equipment that I might need to upgrade for Kansas City to do better camera work. 5-0 Stars here in the second period, 7:33 on the clock. We have 2 goals from Liam Gale, 2 goals from Harry Miller, and a 5th goal from Harrison Shapiro. Those are the usual suspects for Kirkwood. Harry leads the Stars with now 39 goals. He's on hat-trick watch after breaking the scoring open for the Stars. We have Harrison on a 6-game goal streak, one of the 3 first-year squirts here for the A1 Stars. And Liam Gale, coach's son, also with 2 goals in the first period. He is also on hat-trick watch with Harry, as the Stars scored 5 first-period goals, jumping out to a huge lead over the AAA under 10 Sun County Panthers from Essex, Ontario. Loading up a shot. That's George from the slot. Great save by the goalie. It goes the other way. Harrison with the steal at the offensive blue line. He gains the zone. Gets a shot covered by the Panther goalie. Scoring has slowed down for the Stars, but they still look very much in control. Panthers came out, dominated possession, but it didn't last long. Stars have taken full control over this game. A long shot from Liam. That was the hat-trick chance off of the leg pads there. Looks like Liam is playing some defense now. The Stars like to do this. The coaches, once the Stars get to a big, comfortable lead, they like to give kids chances at different positions. It both fleshes out the experience in case they get into a pinch later, but also it keeps them from showing their best hand. I've been told this by the coaches. They don't always like to show their strongest hand when they don't need to. We were in a game in a different tournament where the final group play game did not have any consequence on the standings, and they intentionally played their players at their non-traditional positions because the team we were playing, also from Canada, was the team we would be facing in the championship game. So they did not want to show their best hand in that meaningless group play game, so that when they came out for the championship game, they might surprise their opponents. And that tactic did not pay off. They did not win either of those games. It was just a really great team they faced from Canada. And that was in the Nashville Christmas Shootout. But I'm seeing Liam at defense has me wondering if they're just trying to get him some experience with the 5-0 lead, or if they are trying to not necessarily show their best hand here after the 5-goal lead in the second period. Getting a change here, 5 minutes left in the second. 5-0 Kirkwood Stars over the Sun County Panthers from Essex, Ontario. This is AAA 9-year-olds from Canada against mostly 10-year-olds from St. Louis, Missouri. The Sun County Panthers are a AAA 9U team, technically under 10, as they say in Canada. And the Stars are an A1 team from St. Louis, Missouri, that is 10 and under, as we say in America. You know, I would say south of the border, but technically speaking, Essex, Ontario is south of the border as you go from Detroit, Michigan. So they are north of St. Louis, of course, but not necessarily north of the American border. You might want to look at a map to check the facts here, but it is a little geography lesson I got looking up Essex, Ontario, not north of the border, as you might suspect. I'm seeing that, oh, sorry, as I've been commentating, I have not been paying attention to the comments. Like I said, I am a broadcaster in training here, very amateur. I am seeing some comments. David is number 28, and I'm seeing that Marilyn is now watching. So welcome to the broadcast. 5-0 Stars here in South Bend. Great start. So yes, David is number 28. He typically plays defense, but they may be changing up positions here with the 5-0 lead. I've already noticed them moving Liam Gale to defense after his 2 first period goals. So we'll have to keep track of that, where these guys are lining up. But you can look for David on the defensive line, number 28. That's Liam there with the puck in the defensive zone for Kirkwood. Patrick Brady now has it up to T-Bone, as he's known, Thomas Finlay. That's Blake Warfel. And a turnover. Kirkwood coming in on net. Harry's open in front. Can't get a stick on it, looking for the hat trick. That would have been his 3rd goal of the game and his 40th goal of the season had he gotten it in. Looks like we have a penalty here. Harry's going to the box. I didn't see the call. So the Sun County Panthers will have a power play looking for their first goal of the game, down 5-0 against the Kirkwood Stars. Penalties are 1 minute and 30 seconds at this level of play. So Harry will not quite finish out the period in the box. Great shot from the Panthers. Better save from Rory in goal. That was her blocker. Like I was saying earlier, the Murrays had left her leg pads in St. Louis about 2 hours into their drive. Fortunately, other teammates had not left and were able to get those, so they did not have to turn around. That was Kevin Finlay coming to the rescue for the Murrays, and she has looked sharp. Although she lets in a goal here, Sun County Panthers are on the board. 5-1 now as they cut into the Kirkwood lead. Great shot from the Panthers there. Not much Rory could do. She has looked sharp, although in her defense on that one, she has not had much action. So getting the rust off here this morning. Early start for the Stars. 6:40 was puck drop, and that is Eastern time, as the Kirkwood, we come from the Central time zone. So very early start for these players, but they have mostly looked very sharp and awake with the 5-1 now lead here in the final 2 minutes of the second period. We've got Harry Miller out of the box. That was a power play goal from the Panthers after a penalty against Harry Miller, who has 2 goals here. Liam Gale scored the other 2, and also Harrison Shapiro got his 6th goal in 6 games. Panthers getting some more pressure to close out the period. That was dangerous. Luke's puck in the crease, but the Panthers couldn't get to it. Another shot coming. Great save by Rory. Wow. Dangerous chances from the Panthers, but Rory keeps it out, and the lead stays at 5-1. Panthers coming alive here after their first goal. They're getting some pressure and a lot of dangerous looks in that series. Couple of loose pucks in the crease. Rory is able to keep it out. She has been a star for the Stars, top goalie in the Kirkwood Squirts system, and she has played like it this season. Very trustworthy back there behind the Stars, and has powered their impressive season so far. And I was talking to another coach in the Kirkwood system and telling him about this team, and having that lockdown goalie on one end and a stud scorer on the other in Harry Miller looking for his 40th goal of the season. You have those 2 luxuries in youth hockey, and you can do a lot of things. Not to take anything away from the rest of the team. But hey, we have another goal here. That looks like Robo, Connor Robson, jumps in the scoring, number 81. We have a 6-1 lead for the Stars. Great shot, shooter's shot. You see the swish in the net. What a shot from Connor Robo. Kirkwood out to a 6-1 lead here in South Bend, as the final seconds of the second period will tick off the scoreboard. So Panthers get their first goal, but Kirkwood comes right back, closes out the period strong. They carry a 6-1 lead here into the third period. I will be interested to see if we have a running clock with the 5-goal lead for Kirkwood. Typically you do see that. Third period, 5-goal lead. The leading team will not have any more goals go up on the board, and there will be a running clock even through the dead ice time. You max out your goal differential for tiebreakers at 5, so there's no incentive to run up the score beyond that, although you're going to have a hard time telling these kids to stop scoring. We had a tournament last year in Dells, Wisconsin, where we were just, placed in the wrong division, frankly. We were outclassing the rest of the group and winning games with double-digit scores, and it honestly wasn't fun for anyone. But the coaches had the kids pass the puck around at least 5 times in the zone before they were allowed to shoot. But yeah, you want to do your best for sportsmanship, but it's always hard to tell the kids to stop scoring. They're having fun out there. But I don't think we're in that kind of situation here. It's not that Kirkwood is completely outclassing the Panthers. This is not a Wisconsin Dells situation. I think Kirkwood is the only A1 group in this group, so I don't think there is a higher division for them to play here in South Bend. They're playing a AAA team from Canada. They are 9-year-olds, while Kirkwood is 10-year-olds, but it is a AAA team from Canada. That should say it all right there. So this is also the next highest rated team. And when I speak of the rankings, I'm referring to myhockeyrankings.com. Kirkwood, although it is the lowest level team in this group, is the highest rated team in the group. And the Sun County Panthers are the next highest rated team, according to this website. I don't know how much to trust those ratings because this is my first year following them. But it is a very sophisticated system. And so that's the best point of reference we have against teams we haven't seen before. And so, Kirkwood can't be in any higher division this weekend as they are. And yeah, it's very much not a Wisconsin Dells situation. But we probably will have a running clock. This is our first test. Yes, the clock is continuing to run here on the whistle. 6-1 Stars. If the Panthers get another goal, we will go back to normal stoppages, and Kirkwood will be allowed to have more goals go up on the board. But as we are 6-1, the next Kirkwood goal will not show on the board, and the clock will continue to run. So we had 5 goals from Kirkwood in the first period, 2 from Liam Gale, 2 from Harry Miller, 1 from Harrison Shapiro. Sun County Panthers came back with a goal late in the second period, but then Kirkwood closed out the frame with a goal from Robo, as he is known, Connor Robson, the manager's son. So we have the coach's son with 2 goals, the manager's son with a goal. Harry Miller is looking for a hat trick as well and looking for his 40th goal of the season. Harrison Shapiro, one of our 3 first-year squirts. Oh, and it looks like the Panthers have snuck in a goal here. I think it might have been a deflection. They got Rory going one way. The deflection sent the puck the other, and it slips in. Not a very hard shot. It was just sliding on the ice, but that's what happens when you get a deflection. The goalie can't, once they're going, they can't come back, and the puck goes in the net. So the Sun County Panthers have scored. They make it 6-2 here as I was counting off all 6 of the Stars goals. So the clock, although it is running now, should go back to stopping with the difference being only 4 instead of 5. And I was saying that, Harrison Shapiro now with his 6 goals in 6 games, big goal streak for him as one of our 3 first-year squirts, one of our 9-year-olds on the team of mostly 10-year-olds. So the Sun County Panthers aren't going without a fight. They make it 6-2 here. The clock is still running. The 2 is not on the board, so they are trying to sort that out. We've got Charlie Plock going into the box, and the clock is now stopped. The 2 is not on the board yet. I think there's a little bit confusion going from the mercy rules, coming out of the mercy rules, and I didn't see the penalty, but it is Charlie Plock in the box, number 14 for the Stars. Charlie was on the team with David last year as the B1-2 Stars. They were a team of mostly first-year squirts at that point. Charlie has come up to A1 with David, and the Panthers sneak it through the 5-hole. They get another power play goal to make it 6-3 now. Cutting into the Stars' lead. That is their second power play goal of the game. And they have now 2 goals in this period, clawing back from what was a 5-0 deficit and a 6-1 deficit. They have now made it 6-3. Clock is still running. That is to Kirkwood's benefit at this point as the Panthers are making a charge. The refs will have to sort that out. At one point we did get into running clock situation when it was 6-1 here in the third. But 2 goals from the Panthers, I think, should turn off that running clock unless it's a perpetual running clock. Once you get there with the 5-goal lead in the third, it just stays running, even if you cut it down. I admit to not being super sharp on my rule book here, but if I was a Panther parent, I would be a little bit upset to see that clock running now with only a 3-goal lead, as the parents are Panthers are coming charging back. Although Kirkwood has scored here, and it is Dawsy with his first goal of the season, moving up to forward. And he finally breaks the ice. Dawe with his first goal of the season, and the Kirkwood parents are giving him the reaction he deserves. Dawe, a first-year squirt here on the Stars. He has played mostly defense for most of the year, but only a few games ago made the switch with David. David moved to defense. Dawsy moved to forward, and he gets the rebound goal here for Kirkwood, who makes it 7-3. Third period action here in South Bend at the home of the Fighting Irish. What a moment for Chris Dawsy, as he's known by his teammates. We have been rooting for that. You know, technically, if you look at my previous stories, you will see a 1 in the goal column for him because the official goal sheets do show a previous goal for him. Although I've had conversations with multiple coaches and parents, and that is not believed to have been an actual goal from him. So the goal that you just saw here live from South Bend was Chris Dawes' unofficial first goal of the season. What a moment for the first-year squirt, who recently moved to forward, trading places with David, who took his spot on the D-line. Like I said, I think it is working out for both players. David has looked very sharp on defense, and Dawe now getting his first goal as a forward. Looks like Kirkwood is away. It's Robo looking for his second goal. That should be a hook. And the puck is in the net. A little extracurricular activity as Robo was hooked on his way to the net. His second goal of the game. We've got 3 players on hat trick watch now. Robo was hooked on his way to the net. This puck sat in the crease and then got lost there and found its way into the net as Kirkwood takes an 8-3 lead with 5.5 minutes left in the game. We've got Robo on hat trick watch. Harry Miller is on hat trick watch. And Liam Gale is on hat trick watch. Each of them 2 goals apiece. We also have a goal from Harrison Shapiro, his 6th in 6 games. And Chris Dawe with his first goal of the season, although his second, if you're looking at the score sheets. And the Stars are flying again here in South Bend. So we were going through the tiebreaker scenarios. I know it's only the first game of the tournament, but with only 3 group play games in a 6-team group, you have to always think about tiebreakers. And getting back to the 5-goal maximum for goal differential, you never know how important that's going to be in a couple days here. George sends it all the way to the crease where it's covered by the Panther goalie. George has a couple of goals from the blue line this season. That was maybe a half-hearted attempt, but he is one of the top goal scorers on this team, although not on the score sheet yet today. I admittedly am not keeping track of assists. I'll have to look at those after the game. Doing my best here to keep up with the action as it is. Liam with the puck in the circle looking for the hat trick. Sends it to the goal. That's Liam. Pad save by the goalie. And now he's on the wraparound attempt, looking for that hat trick. Looks like it's covered by the goalie. Eight to 3. Stars lead with 3:14 on the time. That is the St. Louis area code. And It's just a matter of time now before the Stars secure their first victory here in South Bend to open the Irish South Bend Cup is the official name of this tournament. We are playing here on the home ice of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Not all our games will be on this sheet, but we do have the privilege of playing here this morning. And it is a real treat. Very nice facility here. Almost as good as the Goggin Ice Arena in Oxford, Ohio. But I will say it's in the same neighborhood, we'll say. Definitely an upgrade from when I was here watching the Redhawks play the Irish as a college student. My good friend from my childhood, Andrew Potler, was a Notre Dame student, so he got me into the student section on a not quite as nice building back in the day. I was told this building was built in 2011, shortly after my college days. That's George with a shot in on goal, but it gets past the post, not on the right side of it though. And we stay 8-3. Kirkwood in the final 2 minutes here of their first game of the the Irish South Bend Cup. So it looks like Panther to the shot on goal. Rory sends it over the bar. It stays 8-3 Kirkwood. And now T-Bone with a great pass to Robo, looking for the hat trick, coming in on goal. He's taken down. Man, his second goal, he got hooked on his way to the net. Here he is tripped, looking for the hat trick. With 1 minute to go in the first game for the Kirkwood Stars, 8-3 lead, running clock, the maximum 5-goal differential for the tiebreaker purposes. Amazing start for the Stars here as they look forward to playing the Indy Junior Fuel from just outside of Indianapolis, and they will also play against the Columbus Flames from Columbus, Indiana, not to be confused with Ohio. So 2 Indiana opponents coming up for Kirkwood the rest of this weekend before we get into the knockout stages. The Flames are a team Kirkwood has faced in a previous tournament in St. Louis, so that will be a rematch. Kirkwood won those games pretty easily in St. Louis, so they could have their way here in South Bend if this first game is any indication. Kirkwood Stars defeating the Sun County Panthers 8-3. They get 2 points in the standings and a 5-goal differential in the tiebreaker column. What a start for the Kirkwood Stars. That's 2 goals from Liam Gale, 2 goals from Harry Miller, 2 goals from Connor Robson, a goal from Harrison Shapiro, and the first goal of the season from Chris Dawe. What a start. Great game by Rory. She survived some early pressure in this game. The Panthers did come out looking like the better team in the first few minutes. Dominating possession, dominating pressure. Harry broke the ice, as they say here in hockey, scoring first for the Kirkwood, and the floodgates opened from there. The Stars got 5 first-period goals, and they were able to hold on, survived a comeback attempt from the Panthers. 2 goals, 2 power play goals, made it 8-3. But the Kirkwood Stars win their first game here in South Bend, 8-3. I will try to be live again for the other games. Until then, good morning and good luck.